Right guys, we're trying again. Uh, Nothing like when you're doing a ramble video, rambling all over the place and you can't stop coughing. No, it's not coronavirus cough as he touches some type of cheap pretend fake wood. Right, let's try again. This is a channel ramble and it's really about something and nothing really, as my videos usually are. It's just, I was in the analyticals where you check out. Well, I just go there for the comments, but you can check out literally the minute of the day, who's watching, and all the rest of it. And I've got no interest in that whatsoever. I just go to the comment section because what will happen is you'll often, although there's the little bell icon and it tells you if people have left a message, sometimes it is so slow in filtering from comment to little bell icon, and I'm talking it could be 8 hours, whatever. I've got into the habit now of, as I'm at my desk for hours and hours and hours, into the night and whatever, I'll often check the actual comment section. Sorry guys, this is I am not doing another one. Right, should we try that? Yeah, I'll go and check the comments. Anyway, there were a couple of comments, and above the comment section you have like held for review, and it used to have spam. Spam's disappeared now, and what the hell they've done with that. And it normally gives you a number if you've got any for held for review. Now what will happen mainly with mine is I've allowed, I don't know what the other guys do, but they allow you to block things. Well, not so much block things, but get stuff held for review. So if you leave me a link to a channel, because obviously you get a lot of either dodgy ones or a load of just spam rubbish, if it's got like an email in, it gets held for review. I've also got a few keywords I've put in of my own just to try and keep down, because this is going to sound really really hippie-ish, but this is a happy channel. Yes, we deal with warfare mostly, but it's, I've got serious PTSD, I've got serious head problems. I don't want a load of politics. This is people making comments, and sometimes, they're nice people, but I don't want to, it's just like my Facebook. I don't want to see religion, politics, just general naff stuff, I do these videos to help my head deal with my head problems, and engage with all my maras out there. Scale modelling of any description, painting figures of any description, and the war game inside of it. I've done war game for a long time now, but because I paint war games figures, all that merges in, and I've said it before a million times, but you either get the direct spammers, the direct trolls, and then the ones that probably hurt the most are the ones that obviously do whatever side of that hobby you're into, but leave like sarky, know-it-all bloody comments, and to be honest with you, most of you guys will never see them because they get blown straight through the airlock. Oh, I'm a vicious dictator on my own channel. Anyway, so I'm looking at, this is all about the held for review section, or part of this video is anyway, and there's been no numbers up telling me for ages, and I thought I'll just press, because bloody YouTube, excuse my French, sorry, that's a British saying, so I'm not having to get my French friends out there, it's a British saying, and there, lo and behold, I've got two withheld comments. Brett G, go and check Brett G's channel out, excellent modeller, and he does modelling, where he's literally filming himself as he's chatting away modelling. He'd already left me one really decent comment on the tracks, I believe, and he's put another one down. It says like, check my own, and he put a link to his channel. Well, obviously because it was a link, it had been withheld, but it hadn't told me. Now the bloke had put that up, was it a fortnight ago? A fortnight ago, or 10, whatever it was. It was a fair old while. He'd gone out of his way to leave me a whole paragraph, not lecturing, not just trying to help me out, and the kind people at YouTube couldn't even tell me. So of course, he hasn't had an answer. Now, the other comment was from another good marrow of mine, Big Charlie. Check out Big Charlie's Model Garage. He'd actually said, and he put his email, I'm sorry, Big Charlie, it's gone. He put his email saying, I'll send you a shop card, which is really nice of him. And so I thought, YouTube. And I pressed there's a tick button to allow the withheld comments to go to your comments section, and then you can answer them. Well, I pressed the tick thing. They've just disappeared into the ether. I'd even gone to the two respective videos to check if they'd appeared in there. Gone. So thanks a lot, YouTube. And I wanted to put this down as part of my Ramble video, because I'm not a huge channel, and I'm never going to be a huge channel. I'm not stylish enough. I don't do the editing enough. I just do my thing. It helps my head, and I've made some. It's hard to say. People often argue, our friends, marras, muckers, buddies, are they true friends when you don't see them and it's on through a video camera or through computer, tablets, phones, whatever? Well, to me they are, because I don't see anybody otherwise. These are my marras, and they're from all around the world. Now, I really appreciate that we have something like YouTube for that to happen, because otherwise I probably, I'd just be getting on, but I'd literally have no contact, because I don't really do a lot on Facebook. And if you see my Facebook thing, you don't see background stuff on me, although I show you most of it on here anyway. But you don't see anything but painted figures or models that I'm doing at the time. That's what I do, and I haven't put on, because I haven't had a camera for months, and my phone camera's been rubbish. I've not put anything up. However, I have got a camera coming. Yes, I know, YouTube. I've gone to the expense of £17.80, I believe, in getting a digital camera just for you guys, so you can see these gloriously painted figures and models. But anyway, that's coming tomorrow, but I've just been told. But anyway, I'm digressing again. I do all this just mainly for the now. Anyway, in the old days, it was just putting figures up. Just be part of a community, as we call it. But now it's more important to me. Well, it has been for the last few years. So it annoys me that YouTube can. There's always manipulation. I mean, it seems to be the world now that it's just manipulation all the time, and you get heartily sick of it. Whether it's through politics, through media, it's just bloody manipulation all the time. And I get sick and tired of them putting videos, because obviously they send you videos and you get these shiny faced people. Yes, I'm shining under the lights myself, but I don't think somehow with my green teeth and potato head I would actually, and complete lack of education, would I qualify to be one of their shiny people in their shiny office somewhere in, is it called SoCal, Southern California? You don't have all these buddies from around the world and not pick things up, but you get fed up of them sending me videos. Hey, do this, put these extra adverts on, and all, you'll make a fortune, and all the rest of it. And you're thinking, just do the bloody basics. You're making a fortune out of us already. Do the basics, right? If I've got stuff held for review, tell me I've got stuff held for review, because it's important to me. It's important that I get hacked off with. And it seems to happen a lot. Either people starting YouTube channels and they wonder why they hardly get any subs, because people will pick up that they've got channels, they might even get a shout out from somebody, and they don't answer them. You've got somebody with 20 or 30 subs that'll have 2, 3, 4 comments and never answers one of them. And really? You get people at, say, my level, between 500 and 1200. And again, now I may, if I really like what that person's doing, whether it's figures, models, whatever, I may still subscribe. But I won't put a comment down, because if you haven't got the blooming decency to answer somebody's comment, and I know the thing that's going to get thrown, Pete, I'm really busy. Well, you weren't too busy to stick a video up, but you're too busy to answer somebody's question, or not even a question, sometimes just saying really nice, and you can't have the decency just to put thanks at the bottom of it. It sticks in my throat, sorry. That is getting more of a, what do they call it, I don't know, but it's not, that's going into the rage, whatever thing, rather than rambles. But, so what I'm trying to say is I want to answer people's comments, I take pride in that I do answer people's comments. Occasionally, I've always said this, some will slip through, not because of laziness on my part, just because YouTube don't tell us, and somebody like me who churns them out, a couple of 3 times a week sometimes more, you occasionally will miss one, but it's not through the want of trying. I try and, this is happy little channel when I'm not having a go at somebody. This is happy little channel, and I like to, if people have taken the time out of their day to put a comment down, the least I can do is answer it. Now, do not get me wrong, when you're starting to get in 30, 40, 50 comments, and you're getting those on other videos, it takes me sometimes, now I don't, if I'm lucky I get like about, if it's a good day, if a video gets 10 comments, well that can, because I'm a one finger typer and I always like to type a little bit, it takes me about 40 minutes to answer 10 comments probably, if I do my 2 videos in a day, which this today will probably be, I might get a whole 15 comments, and it just takes me ages to answer them all. But so I can understand anybody that either has a smaller channel but with a really big comment section, or a large channel with a really big comment section. I get that, I really do. You can't, it would take you the whole day to answer everybody's, so I do get that. But for me at the moment, at my size, and let's face it, I grow my channel by about 10, 15 a month. So it's not out my comfort zone to be able to answer all those people. But if I'm not being told that they're there, you get people out there thinking, well, I don't matter, or they don't matter, and they do to me. Brett did a big paragraph trying to help me out, and he didn't even get an answer. Big Charlie, he's prepared to go and put a stamp on a card or whatever, pop down his post box and send one out to me, and he's never even got an answer. And that's not from me. Greg from Greg Scale Models, go check Greg out, excellent builder, scratch builder extraordinaire, along with Steve Jones. He again put a big paragraph. Now I answered him. I saw it. It said, my reply at the bottom of it. And then 5 days later, his comment gets put, and again, he'd gone out of his way to put 3 or 4 lines down trying to help me out. The track video again. And he comes back to me. And I'm thinking, the bloke's thinking, what a toad. What a toad. He can't even be bothered to reply to me. So I had to, and I did say, luckily his didn't go into the ether, and I did manage to tap it out, and send it off. So yeah, YouTube, get a grip. Instead of trying to keep thinking of different ways to move people about, like chess pieces, how to suck out more money from the world. I understand that you're a business and you want to make money. I get it. You know, you need to make money for us to have a video chat. I get that. I really do. But get the bloody basics right. Because for months they were telling me you have two withheld, three withheld, and I go there and it would say you're all, I can't remember what the word it has some weird bit of artwork, and it says you've got nothing to answer or whatever, and yet it's telling me I have, and that went on for months. So now obviously I'm now going to have to check up every blooming day when it's telling me I haven't got anything, just to see if I have. But then again, when I press the little tick button for it to migrate to my comment section, is that going to be blown through the airlock as well? So yeah, this is, I've not been happy, as you can tell, over that, because as I say, the comments mean a lot, and people taking the time out to help me out means a lot. So, Big Charlie, Brett, for your comments, they might turn up on my thing in a week's time, or they might never. I can't apologise enough, guys. Greg, can't apologise enough to you, although hopefully that one did get to you in the end, 5 days later. But again, I apologise, and again, thanks for trying to help me out. The only other thing I wanted to address as well, adverts on my channel. Probably about 3, 4, 5 years ago, I wouldn't have entertained putting adverts on the channel, but I still was half working then. But I've had PTSD for years and years and years. I just didn't know it. And I had to go and see a psychologist and all the rest of it. Anyway, and it was pointed out, as I've said to you before, I'm not going to go into it again, but I've got severe PTSD, but so it's not because of it, but I've also got 2 or 3 other, I've been told, everything's got severe on it, mental health problems that are all in the mix. So anyway, I've done a real hard yakka, as I would say in Australia. Shout out to Glenn there. I've had a job that's real hard yakka. It's busted my body up, just joints all gone and all the rest of it. So, and all I can do is manual work. But then, like a fly hitting a windscreen of a car with your bomb going straight through your head, my literally head exploded about 2 or 3 years ago. The PTSD caught up with me, and literally the elastic band snapped in my head, and it's not come back. Anyway, so the only income I've got is, painting these little guys. And that is literally, if I get any income off it, it's because I paint so slow, because of my head. Guys have said, just as I'm diverging now, Gav, you've got so many little things. It's because I put it down to my head. It's not just a case of we're all butterflies, which we all are, whether it's painting soldiers or making models. With me, it's not so much I can concentrate on what I'm doing at the time, but I have to keep taking breaks by doing, not literally taking breaks by not doing stuff, but I then go on to do something else, and then I'll come back to it. So all my clients know it can take months for me to finish a commission, even a small one like the one I'm doing. So getting all the way back to the adverts, like my wife pointed out, Gav, if you make 50 quid at the end of a year, obviously not this because I've only just started it, but if you went the full round to when I started my adverts a month ago, if you go and make 50 quid at the end of the year, it's a kit for yourself, it's a bust, it's some figures, it's a couple of trays of paint, whatever you want of a book, whatever, notice I've not said it, or give my wife a nice present. Selfish git that I am, but yeah, 50 quid, whatever it is, because at the moment I'm on hold £2.41. I won't. They came up with, just as I was doing it, just before I started eligible for the adverts, they started these mid rolls where they'd automatically put one in unless you opted out. You can still put you can put mid-roll adverts wherever you want. So mid-rolls are the ones, obviously, they in the middle of your adverts, obviously, and you can have them at the beginning, you can have them at the end. I put the beginning, like a lot of the guys, I don't thrash it out. It's entirely up to pick. Some people will put them literally. And now YouTube, they also say in their shiny face people again tell you that the bots or the analyticals will find a proper place in your videos. No, they're not. They're sticking them on every 3 minutes. Literally every 3 minutes, 2 adverts. Because now it's 2 adverts, not 1. And I could make you suffer and put the full adverts on, but I don't. I make them skip through. I won't. I'll not say I won't put a mid-roll advert on, but I don't put adverts on shout-outs. I don't put shout, because that's to me just shouting out some kind-hearted people. I don't see why you should make money on that. And I don't put shout-outs on. Not so Ian's get well. So you ain't going to do that. You're just wishing somebody to get well and trying to make money out of it. But yeah, so I've got adverts on at the beginning, got adverts at the end. But from what some of the guys, and this is just anecdotal what they're saying, I don't know. They said they've literally dropped the advert money, but then pushed you to have the mid-roll adverts on and putting them on every 3 minutes, and then making out you'll make more money, but they've already actually dropped the money. It's the manipulation, guys. Oh God, it hacks me off. So yeah, that's why I thought we're talking my channel. Things on my channel, that's the reason the adverts are on there. I'm broke, 50 quid in my pocket. If people have a problem with it, you have a problem with it. But as I say, I probably won't be putting mid-roll ones on 20 minutes and whatever adverts, because it's just not me. As I say, it's just an extra, It's a bit like if guys that are really old like me or remember the Green Shield stamps in the UK, or maybe you still have them where you used to go to the petrol station, they give you some stamps and you can go and redeem them to buy toolkits and stuff like that. That's how I see it. It's just, if I get 50 quid at the end of the year to buy one kit, a figure, whatever, it's something I didn't have before. But again, YouTube, if you can put so much energy into trying to, again, you are manipulating, pushing people around with adverts and stuff, and I wouldn't be surprised if they don't make it mandatory in the next year or two. If you're going to do that, will you please get the backroom stuff sorted? Because I am sick and tired of every year there's something that's not right in the backroom side of it, And as I say, now I've had some really kind-hearted people leave me comments and not even got been given a message, me attending those comments. So yeah, just don't think ways of making more money. Think ways of, as you keep telling us, making the system better and making it run better and making it a better. It's not. You just keep empire building, I would imagine, in your own departments, and just gerrymandering stuff that doesn't work. Anyway, that's Scout's Ramble. Maybe it's not as upbeat as normal. Not because I'm having a bad day even. It's just, I had to do that. When I saw those comments missing last night, it was like, ooh, I was almost at like 3 in the morning to come here and make a video. But yeah, so that's where we are with what's going on. Again, if you leave a comment and it's not answered, it's not because it's laziness. Very occasionally, it might be the other way around as well, where I'll get called away from a desk or something like that, and it goes out my head because things don't retain in here very long. But mostly, and I would say probably 90%, it's because those fools at YouTube aren't letting us know, and I won't be the only one. I've heard other people say it before. So yeah, if you've not been answered, don't get me wrong, there are some people that I've just booted, the comments been booted straight out. They're not going to get an answer, but they'll know in their own head why. It'll just be because they're not playing the game. But for all my nice people that just leave well-meaning comments and that you haven't had an answer, it's not for the want of trying. So guys, that is the ramble, and there will be hopefully another video being made once I've had some lunch. I should be painting again, head problems. Much prefer to do a video. I've got some Harry Potter figures to show. Stand fast, don't start running away now, you're going to have them. I told you, it's everything on this channel that Gav likes to do. You can at least have the decency to sit at your desks and watch the damn videos. I'm putting £17 into yet another camera. Come on. Yeah, we got some Harry Potter videos coming up in the next. Harry Potter figures coming up in the next video. The tumbleweeds will be rolling through the comments section on those ones. They always do, but it's what I like to paint. So, guys, thanks a lot for indulging this one. I'm sorry if I've gone on ages and ages. Big Charlie, if you want to send me another comment with your thing through, hopefully it'll, even if I have to write it down before I press any little tick buttons, I'll write the thing down and I'll send you a message, Mara. So watch how you go, guys. You take care of yourselves. Again, horrible times we're living in, but together we will make it through to the other side. Look after yourselves.